All right, before we get started, I wanted to do a quick apology about the quality of the video and the quality of the camera and all this sort of stuff. I'm still learning. So I just recorded some, I looked through it, and I'm like, "Wah." But you know what? I want to get something out there. I want everybody to get to know me. So I'm going to push it through anyways. I appreciate you taking the time to check out a new YouTuber, and I hope that you enjoy what I'm about to show you. Thank you. All right. So I wanted to show you guys the cards that I sold this week, and then I'll go through some of the cards I listed. So first, I have the Charmander Hollow Scarlet Violet, the one where you're just looking in the window, not the Pokemon Center one, just the normal one. I sold this one for $71.63. Next, I have this Marshadow that I sold from Mega Evolution, number 146, for $13.95. Arvin Hollow, the SIR from the Scarlet Violet base set. I sold this one for $5.20. You'll also see that on a couple of these, not that one, not that one. Okay, so this one. I put the shipping at $1.25 because I saw that everybody else was doing $1.25 shipping, but then I realized that is the crap shipping. It just kind of putting it in an envelope, and I don't want to be known as somebody that's doing that, of course. So I have gone out and bought a few things. First, I bought these Ding Defend from Amazon. They're cardboard, they're pretty sturdy. And then I have my standard top loaders that I put them in. I have bubble wrap and then also just a piece of cardboard. So I'm putting all that together in here. And it's maybe, I don't know, about like this thick, all said and done, seals right up. And then I went out and got a thermal printer. So altogether, I've probably spent just over $100 on supplies, but you need it to get started, right? So, but the thermal printer, I am so glad that I bought that because it is so easy to just print the labels. I will post the one that I ended up getting. It was like $45, if I remember correctly, somewhere in there. And it was really easy to set up. I can do it right from my phone, print them, and good to go. So. Anyways, moving on. Tarragon, I sold this one from Perfect Order. I like this guy in the video game. I thought he was cool. But again, this one I had $1.25 shipping. So some of these I did lose out on because I sold this one for $4.35. And then I ended up having to pay like $4 in shipping. So, oh well, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like live and learn. And hopefully I get feedback from this person. Um, Another one here, Talonflame. I sold $3.68, $1.25 shipping. So I didn't catch it soon enough, which it's okay. You know what? It's all right. But this Talonflame from Perfect Order. You also see in my listings, I'm doing front and back. But I think I'm gonna start trying to do either a short video of just like kind of going over the card, or I am going to just start taking pictures of the corner specifically. It's extra work and it's going to add some extra time to the listings, but I think it makes for a higher quality listing. So I think I'm going to start doing that on the next ones that I post. Mega Zygarde EX, number 104 from Perfect Order. I sold this one for $11.16. I thought this card was so cool. The big one, another Mega Zygarde EX. This one's the SIR from Perfect Order. I sold this one for $97.19, and you can see I fixed the shipping for this. This card is just so cool. So colorful. You can see the different stages of Zygarde in the back. Just so neat. And then I sold two Pidgeotto, a Pidgey and a Pidgeotto to the same person. So maybe they're a Pidgeotto fan. I sold this one. The offer I accepted was $11. And then this one, I think it was around $13 or $14 that I did for this one, and then I was able to combine the shipping together, so it kind of saved me a bit of money on this one. And then finally, the Giovanni's Charisma SIR, I sold this one. The offer that I ended up taking was $18. Now, you can kind of see up here, and I did not notice this until after the purchase went through. You can see there's kind of like this white line, almost like a little tiny ding in the top and the corner-ish there. And so I ended up writing back to the person. I said, hey, I just noticed this. So if you want your money back, totally fine. I don't know what your plans are with the card. Is it something that you're going to play with, or where are you keeping it? Or are you going to try to grade it? Like, what's the deal? And he wrote back and said, um, he didn't even really notice the ding. So I was like, well, it'll make me feel better if I give you a little bit of refund. We kind of went back and forth. I took $1 off, but it made me feel better. And then that way I have there's evidence that I told the guy, hey, there's a ding in the corner. He said he doesn't see it and it's fine. And I gave him a partial refund. So those are the cards that I have sold. This week, I have made, oops. Just this week so far, I made $290.85 off the cards that I've sold. So very exciting. This is just over, like I said, since Tuesday. So I'm just gonna keep chugging at it. My evenings have been spent really just kind of grabbing cards, sorting cards, and the ones that I think are worth something, I'm just double checking. I'm using the collector app. I'm using price charting, TCG player. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of kind of you're doing the same thing over and over again, but I'm enjoying it. It's Pokemon. How could you not enjoy it? So let me show you some of the cards that I have listed right now. I have the Roaring Moon EX SIR from Paradox Rift. I have the Sprigatito. I did get an offer on the Sprigatito, but it was like $40. Sorry, dude. Flareon Master Ball. This one has been interesting. I've gotten a couple of offers on it for around 27. I decided not to take it just because I would feel better if I sold it closer to this $30 mark. Team Rocket's Crobat SIR from Destin Rivals. I got that one at $66. Radiant Eevee promo card, $20.83. Houndoom, Secret Rare for $22.63. Tarantula, I don't even know if I'm saying that one right. $9.70. Gengar Hollow Rare, $3.75. Alolan Executor, I have at around $10. Reshiram, I have at $17.21. That's the one from Celebrations. Pokepad. I know this is one that's being used in a lot of decks right now, so I don't know. I just kind of did the best I could with the value, just at $20. Melmetal Secret, the rainbow one, I have at $9.89. Audino, I have at $23.56. This one's cool. It's like the one that looks like the yarn or whatever. Meowth, the double rare I have from Perfect Order at $7.18. Mega Electros I have at $7.84. Mewtwo V from Sword and Shield promo I have at $7.99. Leafeon, this is the one with the stamp I have at $5.89. Doublade I have at $4.14 from Perfect Order. Gigalith from White Flare I have at $17.24. Dustox from Ascended Rivals I have at $4.75. Dragonite V-Star from Pokemon Go I have at $3. Probopass from Perfect Order I have at $2.74. Dodonzo I have at $12.92 from Scarlet Violet. And EVEX with the stamp I have at $7.30. And then Team Rocket's Ariana I have at $27.01 from Destin Rivals. I do have a mixed lot just of cards that maybe are mostly bulk. I'm just thinking like 50 cards, put in a few hollows that aren't worth a whole lot, sell it for $15, put it in one of those boxes that is already, if it fits, it ships boxes, and then just send those out. I'm going to try it. Keldeo EX, this is one that I do have made sure I have a duplicate of because Keldeo is one of my favorite Pokemon. I have it at 99 cents. Dreadnought VMAX from Champion's Path, 224. Larvitar from Obsidian Flame, 763. Megascrafty, I have at $8 from Ascended Heroes. Mega Starmie from Perfect Order, I have at $2.49. And then Drapion from Perfect Order, I have at $3. So that gives you an idea of the cards that I've listed this week so far, the cards that I've sold this week so far. And now I'll kind of talk about some things that have happened throughout the week. All right, one thing that I did for the very first time last weekend is I sent cards to PSA. I was really nervous about doing it. There was a few cards that are really high value that I have, and I'll show you those in just a second, that I sent out. And so I was really nervous, like, what if they get lost in the mail? What if they come back and they're ones for some reason? I don't know. There's a lot of weirdness with PSA right now, so I was super nervous about sending my first cards. I sent them out. Then I got the UPS tracking because I sent them by UPS. I put some insurance on it. It was crazy expensive to ship these cards. I didn't want to spend like $200 to ship small pieces of cardboard, basically, even though they're worth a crap ton. But I sent them out to UPS. Been watching this like crazy. I sent it on the 18th. Didn't really see a whole lot happening because it was a Saturday over the weekend. I understand. And then the 21st, this happened. I started noticing this. We were unable to dispatch the trailer on time. This may cause a delay. Delivery will be delayed by 1 business day. That was the 21st, which I think was Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Okay. I check it again Wednesday. It looks just like this. No difference. I check it again Thursday. Just like this. No difference. At this point, I'm like, somebody took my cards. My cards are lost. They got destroyed. I'm going to have to file this insurance claim. It's not even going to be worth the amount of the cards that I had in there. I was really stressing it. But if you're in this position ever and you notice that you got this message, it likely still means that it's sent. They just didn't do a depart scan when it actually left. So on the 24th, which was Friday, this was supposed to be delivered on Thursday. On the 24th, I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, was checking the shipping because I was really nervous, and I saw, oh, hey, it arrived. Okay, perfect. So it did end up getting delivered. It got delivered yesterday, Friday, the 24th. Super awesome. Very happy about that. I now have this little received thing here, but I wanted to show you the cards that I sent. Let's see if I did the right thing. No. Let me go back. There we go. First one I sent, Mega Dragonite EX. I pulled this one out of a pack. All these I pulled or got myself. They're not bought from somebody else. So this one, super hyped. I was really excited to get that. Next, the Bubble Mew. This was the card that I have wanted for so long. My phone wallpaper on my cell phone is Bubble Mew. So this was the card that I wanted for so long, and I pulled it from a Paldean Fates, one of those boxes that have like a bunch. I think I got it from maybe Costco or something. So when I finally pulled it, last pack magic was definitely happening in that one. I was sweating it, so like, man, I opened this and I'm not getting what I wanted, but I did end up pulling this one. Very exciting. Finally, I know I have a Pika with a gray felt hat. I actually have 2 of them. I only sent 1. When this was happening, when that website was like being super overloaded, it was crazy. We were actually on vacation. We were driving, and my internet connection was totally crap. We're like in the middle of nowhere. I live in Michigan, and I think we were heading to Ohio, so I was kind of in like that middle of nowhere zone. And I really lucked out. I was able to get 2. So I only sent 1 because I'm like, well, if it gets lost, then I'm going to be screwed. But 1 is there. We'll see. I understand that this is like a really long process and I'm going to have to be waiting forever, probably, I don't know, July, August, but I'm so relieved that they're there. I feel a lot better about it. and they can take as long as they want now because at least they're there. I know they're safe and sound. I'm not worrying. So, and if they leave from PSA and they get lost, that's a whole nother story. But I just did not want them to get lost on the way to PSA. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed watching what I did for cards that I sold this week, cards that I've listed, the PSA information. I put a short up about a storage unit that had Pokemon cards that I totally forgot that even what was in the totes. There's some nice surprises in there, so go look at that if you're interested. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It is going to help me so much as a new Pokatuber. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch somebody brand new, and I hope that you all have an amazing day. Thank you.